Hello and a very warm welcome to each one of you. And today we are on the last part of this chapter, chapter number 15, wherein we have read about our values. We have been exploring life values as a personal compass. We learned that values are the invisible forces that shape our decisions, actions, emotions. मूविंग टुवर्ड्स वैल्यूज होती है, मूविंग अवे वैल्यूज होती है. हमने ऑल्सो वी हैव ऑल्सो कवर्ड कि वैल्यू कन्फ्लिक्ट्स कब होते हैं. कि वैल्यू कन्फ्लिक्ट्स तब होते हैं जब हमारी मूविंग अवे वैल्यू और मूविंग टुवर्ड्स वैल्यू दोनों ही एकदम ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन में जा रहे होते हैं. सो इट बिकम्स लाइक अ टग ऑफ वार, राइट? And it leads to self-sabotage, confusion, being stuck in life. Yesterday, we began the process of discovering our current values by asking what's most important to me in life. And today we are going to move forward to, understanding the process that Tony Robbins was about to share before we close the session. Let me very quickly start sharing the screen so that we can read it. कुछ तो थोड़ा सा नेटवर्क खराब सा लग रहा है and it is not loading Canva either. Let me see. Just let me share this. Okay, now it is visible. Good evening. Good afternoon, Madhulika.
Good afternoon, Karishma.
Oh, I love the smile in your voice. Share in your screen.
Incoming voice call from Airtel. Warning, spam. Yes.
Hmm. Am I audible? Am I visible?
Yes, very much.
Actually, my screen is stuck.
Okay. I can see you move.
Oh, acha. And can you see the screen as well? Am I
Yes, I
sharing the
can see.
screen?
Yes, page number 262, I can see.
Acha. Present you named.
It is already presenting.
No, it's not presenting in like the full screen kind of a thing. ऐसे present होता है. हाँ, नाउ द स्क्रीन जो होगी वो पूरी सिर्फ बुक दिख रही होगी, राइट?
Okay, perfect.
Chalo. Yesterday we left here and let's continue with the steps that we were going to read today. Give me beauty in the inward soul. May the outward and the inward man be at one. Socrates says this. अगर इसके बारे में सोचा जाए तो that means जो हमारी values हैं वो एक ही डायरेक्शन में जा रही हूँ तो would be a better idea. That's what I understood while reading this. So how can you now take control of this third element of your master system known as values? Take the following two steps, simple steps. Step number one, find out and rank them in order of importance. This will give you insight into what you want to experience most. You're moving towards values and what you want to avoid most in your life. You're moving away from values. It will give you an understanding of why you do what you do. It will also offer you the opportunity, if you would like, to consistently experience more pleasure in your life by understanding the pain pleasure system that's already built within you. Madhurika, were you able to sit and reflect on what are your values? Let's do it now. Let's do it now. What is it that we want to feel? What is it that we want to feel in life, right? ये करते हैं क्योंकि फायदा नहीं है ना आगे मूव करने का.
Okay. So what I really want to feel, you want to know.
Yes. What do you want to experience the most in life?
Respect,
Mm-hmm.
respect, fame,
Mm-hmm.
power,
Mm-hmm.
mm,
और क्या वर्ड आ रहा है दिमाग में?
relationship,
Hmm.
health.
Hmm.
I think health comes first,
Okay.
then relationship.
Okay.
I can enjoy relationship only if I'm healthy.
Okay. अब ये जो आपने 5 बताए हैं उसमें नंबर 1 पे क्या है?
Respect,
Okay. And number 2?
success,
सक्सेस तो बोला ही नहीं था. 1 is respect, 2 is success, then
maybe one is first is respect, second is health,
okay.
health.
Mm-hmm.
Third is success, that is fame.
Okay.
Fame plus money is success.
Mm-hmm.
For me, success is not only money. For me, success is fame plus money. Is success.
Okay. उसके बाद
Then
power and relationships.
power, relationship.
4th number पे power and 5th number पे relationship. पावर नहीं होगी चलेगा, रिलेशनशिप्स हो उसकी जगह, रिलेशनशिप्स नहीं हो सिर्फ पावर हो चलेगा। अगर दोनों में से एक चूज करनी पड़े, विच वन विल यू चूज?
मेरे ख्याल से रिलेशनशिप ऊपर आना चाहिए।
चाहिए नहीं?
हाँ, रिलेशनशिप मतलब मेरी इसमें मेरी प्रायोरिटी लिस्ट में।
हम्म। ओके, दीज आर द 5 things that you want to experience in life. ठीक है? And experience the most. Now let's understand कि what are the things that you do not ever want to experience.
Not ever want to experience. I never want to experience disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
I never want to experience helpless.
Hmm.
Uh, I never want to feel that I betrayed anyone. I mean, the guilt of betrayal, I never want to feel.
Betrayal, guilt, you don't want
Yeah.
to feel.
I mean, yeah, guilt of doing something wrong. I mean, to
और एक्सपीरियंस कोई और भी आपको करे और आप भी किसी को ना करो।
exactly.
हम्म। Anything else that is coming to your mind?
I never want to experience, to feel weak. I
Hmm.
mean, that I am not capable enough. I cannot do this.
Hmm.
I don't have that big dreams that I want to own a private jet or something like that. But if the God gives me that dream, then he must give me the power. Whether I achieve it or not is a different thing. Give me the power to at least think that yes, I can achieve it. I
Hmm.
Either I should not have that dream or I must have the power that yes, that is achievable, that I can do that. I never want to have that feeling, oh no, I cannot do anything.
Hmm.
That is the most, I think, when you feel that you cannot do anything, that is the most painful situation in someone's
Helplessness.
life. Helplessness.
इसके अंदर नंबर 1 पे क्या आता है? डिसरिस्पेक्ट, हेल्पलेसनेस, बिट्रेयल, गिल्ट, वीक, इनकैपेबल।
I think the first thing that comes is helplessness. I never want to feel helpless. That this is something I must do, I should do, or maybe I want to do, or I'm supposed to do, and I cannot do. It should not, I never want this feeling in my life.
Yes. Hmm. Number 2.
Number two is I would never, I think I can handle disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
So I can handle, I'll put this at the bottom. It,
Hmm.
this point doesn't deserve to be on the top
Mm-hmm.
because I can handle it now.
एंड बिट्रेयल एंड गिल्ट और वीकनेस में से कौन सा पहले आता है?
Guilt should not be there.
तो सेकेंड नंबर
I
पे गिल्ट आएगा.
Yes, I think I daily go to temple once in 24 hours. I made it a point that I'll go, and I always pray this to God. God, please give me enough wisdom to take right decisions in my life so that I don't do anything wrong. Give me that power, that wisdom, that strength, that patience, everything, so that I don't do anything wrong to anyone.
हम्म.
Because for me, decision is all what matters. See, people
हम्म.
say it is you're lucky, or it is all what it's how the stars are. It's how uh, it is the destiny. It is what being written to you for you. It's all what is being done is God is doing everything. So I don't want that feeling. I don't believe in that thought. I believe everything is decisions. So that is why I always pray, God, give me the strength, wisdom, loyalty, patience that I choose the right path. I choose the right thing.
Amazing. एंड थर्ड पे आएगा वीकनेस एंड इनकैपेबिलिटी एंड फोर्थ पे डिसरिस्पेक्ट. राइट.
Weakness, yes.
डू यू सी द कंट्रास्ट कि जब आप बात करते हो कि मुझको क्या चाहिए, तो आप कहते हो मेरे को रिस्पेक्ट सबसे ज्यादा चाहिए. एंड जब मूविंग अवे कहते हो, तो आप कहते हो कि डिसरिस्पेक्ट में झेल सकती हूँ. व्हेन दीज टू गो इन ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन, एक तरीके से आप कह रहे हो मुझे रिस्पेक्ट सबसे ज्यादा चाहिए, दूसरी तरफ से आप कह रहे हो मैं रिस्पेक्ट झेल सकती हूँ, दैट इज मूविंग अवे. तो यू आर गोइंग अवे फ्रॉम रिस्पेक्ट एंड येट सीकिंग रिस्पेक्ट. तो कहीं ना कहीं अगर ये नहीं हो रहा होगा लाइफ में, या कहीं पे आप डिसरिस्पेक्टेड फील करते होगे, तो यू नाउ नो, क्योंकि यू थिंक and you believe that you can deal with disrespect but not helplessness, is because you might be disrespected. क्योंकि तो ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शंस में जा रहे हैं हम. आप एक तरफ से कह रहे हो मुझको तो फॉर एग्जाम्पल मुझको तो 60 किलोज का होना है, और दूसरी तरफ से आप कह रहे हो कि एक्सरसाइज यू नो ना करना भी आई हैव मेड इट अ हैबिट, मेरे मैं झेल लूंगी, इतना वेट में झेल लूंगी, बट हाँ मेरे को कोई बोले ना कि मैं मोटी हूँ. मुझको रिस्पेक्ट चाहिए, इट इज वेरी मच इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर मी, यू वांट टू एक्सपीरियंस रिस्पेक्ट, एंड एट द सेम टाइम यू आर सेइंग कि रिस्पेक्ट नंबर 4 पे डाल दो, क्योंकि वो मुझको डील करना आ गया डिसरिस्पेक्ट से. इट हैज नॉट बिकम योर नॉन नेगोशिएबल येट.
How can I make it non-negotiable?
पढ़ाएगा टोनी रॉबिन्स, बताएगा, मुझे क्या पता. बट
Is this important to make it non-negotiable?
नॉट नेसेसरीली. आपने चूज किया है. यू व्हाट यू कैन डू इज यू कैन पुट मे बी रिलेशनशिप्स ऑन नंबर 1 प्रायोरिटी, ताकि आप हेल्पलेसनेस ना फील करो, या आई डोंट नो व्हाट. सो इफ हेल्पलेसनेस यू डोंट वांट टू फील, इसमें से कौन सा ज्यादा. सो नॉर्मली स्पीकिंग पीपल डोंट वांट टू फील द पेन. अब पेन जो आप नहीं आप एक्सपीरियंस करना चाहते हो, उसके हिसाब से अपने प्लेजर्स को चूज कर लो. मेरे को नहीं लगता हेल्पलेसनेस फील करने के लिए, ना फील करो उसके लिए आपको रिस्पेक्ट चाहिए, आपको फेम चाहिए, आपको पावर चाहिए, हेल्थ चाहिए जरूर, रिलेशनशिप चाहिए जरूर. अदरवाइज और कोई भी चीज ऐसी नहीं है, रिस्पेक्ट फेम पावर सक्सेस, जिसके लिए हेल्पलेसनेस फील हो. हेल्थ होगी तो आप कुछ भी कर सकते हो, रिलेशनशिप होगा तो यू विल नॉट आई डोंट नो, मे बी चलो रिलेशनशिप भी बात की बात आ जाएगी। एंड इफ यू से कि चलो मेरा सक्सेस का पैरामीटर इज फेम प्लस मनी, yes of course money is important, then maybe fame can be the one of the higher priority stuff, success। आप उस चीज को एसोसिएट करो, मैं हेल्पलेस क्यों फील करूंगी, क्या सिचुएशंस होंगी जिसकी वजह से हेल्पलेस फील करूंगी, एंड अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट मैं क्या एक्सपीरियंस करना चाहती हूँ उसको फर्स्ट प्रायोरिटी बनाओ। मेरे हिसाब से ऐसा होना चाहिए। लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज द स्टेप नंबर 2 दैट टोनी रॉबिन्स इज शेयरिंग। Step number 2 is, if you are willing to take the bull by the horns, you have an opportunity to redirect your destiny. Ask yourself a new question. What do my values need to be in order to achieve the destiny I desire and deserve? Brainstorm out a list. Put them in order. See which values you might get rid of and which values you might add in order to create the quality of life you truly want. You may be wondering, what the heck is this, is my destiny anyway? If you are stumbling over this, go back to chapter 12. In it, I asked you what type of person you would have to be in order to achieve all that you want. In order to be that person, what would your values need to be? What values? हाँ जी Madhurika.
No, 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 nothing, nothing, nothing.
अच्छा, तो ये बहुत सारे इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस है, चैप्टर 12 में हमने किया था, बट इफ यू हैव मिस्ड ऑन दैट, दीज आर वर्थ आंसरिंग क्वेश्चंस। ठीक है, in order to, I'll repeat that. What would your values need to be? What values would you need to add or eliminate? For example, how would your capacity to deal with fear, frustration, and rejection be affected by deciding to place courage high upon your moving towards value list? Or what might be the impact of giving playfulness a higher priority? Might it enable you to have more fun in life? Possibly enjoy all experiences as they come. Grow closer to your children and be more to them than just a provider. So, what have you accomplished by creating your new list of values? Isn't it just a bunch of words on a piece of paper? The answer is yes, if you don't condition yourself to use them as your own new compass. If you do, however, they become the solid foundation of every decision you will make. It is difficult to give you in this book the full range of conditioning tools that I use in seminars, but let me remind you of the power of leverage. Many people who have attended Date with Destiny post their value prominently at work, at home, anywhere they will be seen by people who will hold them to this new higher standards. So use the same kind of leverage to strengthen your commitment to your new values. The next time you find yourself yelling at the kids, maybe someone who loves you will walk by and remind you, isn't compassion number one on your list? That is more, leverage is like accountability. ये हमने पढ़ा था, फर्स्ट सेकंड चैप्टर में ही पढ़ लिया था। हमारे को इस बारे में सोचना है कि हमारे को अल्टीमेटली लाइफ में क्या चाहिए, और उसके हिसाब से हमारे को क्या वैल्यूज अपने अंदर होनी चाहिए, और जो होनी चाहिए उसको हमारे को अपनी लिस्ट में कैसे ऐड करना है। एंड देन हैव एन अकाउंटेबिलिटी पार्टनर जो आपको बार बार रिमाइंड करे, एंड किड्स आर द बेस्ट अकाउंटेबिलिटी पार्टनर्स नाउ। उनको बता दो कि बेटा मेरे को तो कंपैशन करना है, बेटा मेरे को तो यू नो हेल्थ के ऊपर काम करना है, या मेरे को पता नहीं किस चीज के ऊपर काम करना है। एंड ईच टाइम यू पुट पिज्जा और भटूरे छोले और समोसा इन योर माउथ, दे विल रिमाइंड यू हेल्थ। मम्मी हेल्थ की बात होगी, दैट इज योर हाईएस्ट वैल्यू। क्योंकि हम इसको हम बस बोल दें, पेपर के ऊपर स्विच कर दें कि हमको ये करना है, इज नॉट गोइंग टू हेल्प अस। इफ यू हैव वेरी गुड फ्रेंड्स, यू कैन टेल देम, जैसे आप कल रात को अपने फ्रेंड से मिलवा रहे थे मधुलिका, एंड यू कैन टेल देम कि दिस इज व्हाट आई वांट टू वर्क ऑन, And each time they see you going away from that, they will remind you, oh, Madhulika, good that you're sharing what happened all day long with you, all week around with you. But this is what I want to remind you again. You are moving towards this value. And take it with an open heart कि हाँ यार मैं तो it is a gentle reminder. आप अपने फोन के स्क्रीन कवर के ऊपर जो स्क्रीन whatever the screen comes है ना उसके ऊपर उस वैल्यू को लिख के रख सकते हो कि each time you open your phone you are reminded कि हाँ this is something I need to remember because हमारे सबसे ज्यादा क्लोज आजकल कौन है फोन सारा दिन हम उसको अपने साथ लेके घूमते हैं you can set timers alarms in your phone to remind yourself of your number one value that you want to inculcate in your life to keep yourself reminded over and over again कि मुझको जो करना है accomplish करना है उसके लिए और कुछ नहीं but this is most important. Dalika, do you want to share something? Do you want to add something to this?
I am just stuck with my own values. Seriously, I'm mentally, I'm still there. That
Mm-hmm.
I think whatever we jot down comes
Mm-hmm.
on the paper is all our experience,
Yes.
right? Um, because now I can deal with disrespect because that is what I have learned.
Experience.
That is what I have learned that, okay, fine, it has to be this way.
And because of that
I
only, you know that I want respect.
I need respect because it was missing out from my life. That is what I strive for. That yes, whatever I do, if I step out, or maybe the neighbors, the society, whatever we do, basically, in social this thing also, we always keep this in mind that what what the society is gonna take you for that. We don't do any stuff like that. We don't hit people below the belt. We don't argue in public. So we keep all these things in mind. And yes, I truly believe that uh, if you are respected, then that means you have lived a worth life. If you had respect. So yeah, because death is the ultimate destination. And how it should be. It should be contented that yes, I am ready. And that will
Yes.
be contented. That will be that you can achieve only when you know that yes, people love you. Right? Otherwise, there is always be that, oh नहीं अभी ये ठीक करना बाकी है, अभी उसके साथ में ये grudges रह गए हैं, उसके साथ में. So I don't leave people at grudges. I always give the relationship a closure. I always make it a point that yes, I will close it on a good note. After that, you don't meet me forever. I will not meet you forever. But I will not end it on a note that is negative. वो चाहे कुछ भी हो. मतलब, I will not end it on a negative note, for sure. So, I think yes, वही मेरा मैं तो अभी उसी में ही अटकी हुई हूँ that yes, what is helplessness for me? And what that was the helplessness that
मे बी आपकी
I was.
रिस्पेक्ट नहीं हो रही थी एंड यू वर फीलिंग
Yes,
हेल्पलेस कि
I
ओ
was
वो यार मेरे
helpless.
को ऐसे बोल देते हैं.
Exactly, I was helpless. I could not tell people that how I'm feeling at that time, or you should say this or not. So I was helpless at that point of time. I was helpless because I could not take my own decisions. I was dependent on other people that they will decide for me. I kept waiting, and waiting. So that is one feeling I don't want ever in my life, that helplessness.
Sit with these values. Ask yourself, what does it mean to you and why? रिस्पेक्ट चाहिए तो क्यों चाहिए? हेल्पलेसनेस नहीं चाहिए तो क्यों नहीं चाहिए? And what is your definition of helplessness? Then you will come to a point wherein you will be able to understand ki these are the values I want to stick around with, or maybe I can let go of this value and include this value so that I have a better death. हमारा जो भी अल्टीमेट है, मे बी यू वांट टू लीव एंड देयर इज समटाइम्स इट इज अबाउट नॉट अबाउट डेथ बट अबाउट मिशन विजन कि मुझको ये अकम्प्लिश करना है.
Basically, how you live your life. It's a journey. So
What
how
is the
you
legacy that I'm going to leave after I'm not here? तो this is something that cannot be covered कि हाँ हम बात कर ले और हो गया. नहीं, it is something that you need to sit with. You have to ask yourself multiple times, क्यों भाई, क्यों भाई, क्यों भाई, क्यों भाई, क्यों क्यों चाहिए और क्यों नहीं चाहिए. हम्म. बैठना, करना, सोचना इसके बारे में. I touch the future, I teach. Watching people take control of their lives' hierarchies in Date with Destiny is so rewarding because of the huge contrast between what they are like Friday morning and who they become by Sunday night. As transformation occurs, magic happens. I remember one man who was dragged by his wife to the program and didn't want to be there. As we started talking about values and the possibility of making changes in that area, he insisted, I don't need to change any of my values. His number one value, by the way, was freedom. He balked at being forced to change anything in his life that he didn't want to. It became a control issue as he steadfastly refused to make any changes. Finally, I said to him, I know you don't have to make any changes. I also know that you are free. So I am sure you are free to add a few values. What would be some values that might be useful for you to add in order for you to increase the quality of your life and maybe even impact your ultimate destiny? After several moments of thoughts, he said, well, maybe flexibility might be a good one to add. The audience cracked up. That's great, I said. Where would you put flexibility in your list? He started from the bottom and moved up, and it ended up being number 4 on his list. The moment this man decided that was indeed the right place for his new value, another participant, chiropractor, who was
chiropractor?
sitting, क्या है?
Chiropractor, the one who
Chiropractor.
joints, they release the joints and they do this, the
Okay,
chiropractor thing. They
okay.
crack your joints and
Chiropractor. Okay, got it. Understood. Chiropractor, who was sitting behind him, suddenly piped up. Did you see that? It was so obvious that several other people in the room also had noticed it. The man's physiology had literally begun to change before our eyes. As he had adopted flexibility in his value system, his whole posture seemed to loosen up and become more relaxed. He sat in his chair differently and seemed to be breathing with a lot more freedom. Even his expression changed as the muscles on his face released their tension. With flexibility as a new priority, his nervous system had obviously gotten the message. Then I asked, are there any other values you might want to add to your list? The man thought a moment and said, maybe forgiveness, with a question in his voice. Again, the group broke up laughing. This was a man who had started out bristling with hostility and tension, and here he was making a 180-degree shift. As he figured out where to put forgiveness into his value hierarchy, it was gratifying to see the further changes that took place in his demeanor, breathing, facial muscles, and gestures. Throughout the rest of the weekend, people were amazed by the dramatic changes that had been wrought with two simple addictions of his to his values. He talked to people with more softness in his voice. His face seemed to open up with more expression, and he really seemed to connect with people in a way he hadn't before. Now, 3 years later, freedom is not even on his list, and the intimacy between his wife and him has expanded immeasurably. Wow. This is such a powerful this thing, no experience कि I when I read this तो मन करता है कि हाँ डेट विद डेस्टिनी अटेंड करना चाहिए एक्चुअल में वो चीज एक्सपीरियंस करनी चाहिए कि हाँ हाउ डज दिस शिफ्ट हैपेंस कैसे वो होता होगा
Why don't you develop a program on this?
आई कैन आई वाज थिंकिंग ऑन दैट लाइन एज वेल वैल्यूज के ऊपर एक प्रोग्राम डेवलप कर
Call all the
yes
participants and do it on a Sunday or maybe a Saturday when you don't,
hmm.
or maybe on a Wednesday when people hop in.
Yes, I'll work on it and
And
because I have
do
done
put
something with BSR as well. BSR ने भी एक कोई प्रोग्राम किया था वैल्यूज के ऊपर. That was
hmm.
also very good. So, we'll do something on this. So that's कुछ निकल के आए इसमें से. पढ़ने पढ़ने से नहीं निकल के आ रहा है. पढ़ने से निकल के नहीं आ रहा है. We need to do
And
something
make
about it.
people do activities.
Yes. Yes.
Some creative activities that people can do.
Hmm. करते हैं इसके ऊपर. We are what we repeatedly do. Life has a way of testing our commitment to our values. My test came as I was boarding an airplane, and lo and behold, there stood the illusions, Mrs. Smith. I felt the anger and enormous animosity well up inside me with an intensity I had not experienced for over 2 years, primarily because I had not seen him. He scurried onto the plane and seated himself in the rear. As I sat in my seat, knowing he was behind me, questions raced through my head. What should I do? Should I confront him? Should I just walk up next to him, stand there and stare at him, and make him squirm? I'm not proud of these questions, but since honesty is one of my highest values, I'm giving it to you straight. In a moment, though, my actions were guided by my values. Why? I opened my notebook to write something down, and there were my values hierarchies. Placed at the front of my book, at the top of it said, what's most important to me in life is to be loving and warm. Be intelligent. Be cheerful, be honest, be passionate, be grateful, have fun, make a difference. Well, as you can imagine, my state changed pretty radically. Obviously, my pattern had been broken. A reminder of who I really am and what I'm really about was staring me in the face. What to do became obvious. When the plane landed, I approached him with sincerity and warmth and told him that while by no means did I appreciate or approve of his past behavior, I had decided to no longer hold ferocious level of resentment towards him and that I actually wished him well. The last memory I have was his stunned face as I turned and walked away. Wow, what an emotional hit. Even in a stressful environment, I had lived by what I believed was right. Nothing in life can match the fulfillment of knowing you have done what you truly believe is the right thing. Give yourself the gift of taking hold of this force that shapes your destiny. Make certain that you take the time to do the exercise you can clarify the priorities in your life. Is it possible to have values and not feel that you are living them? You can have a great system of values that give you life a magnificent direction, but still feel unhappy unless you understand the power of rules. If you're not happy, here's why. Is the next chapter.
All the chapters are so very well interconnected and weaved together.
Yes.
Yes, if he would have not done this task, if in the aeroplane he would have not lived by his values, he would not be happy. But he is happy because he lived by his values, that yes, this is my value. So
और
in
सबसे
difficult
सुंदर बात
situations,
ये है कि I think we need to have a small diary with us at all times, which has these values written. First page पे ही सिर्फ वो values ही लिखी हो कि I need to be. So love is also one of my highest value that I wanted to include in my life was love and understanding. And I kept repeating it at all times. Anybody who comes and says sorry to me, I used to put this message across. I choose to operate from the space of love and understanding. That kept on, I kept reminding myself while saying that. Almost, मतलब कभी तो बहुत तेज भी गुस्सा आ जाता होगा, I don't know. But when I kept saying that कि नहीं, I want to operate through love and understanding, ये subconsciously fix हो गया दिमाग में कि नहीं, there is nothing that people should be sorry about to me at least. When they come to me, they should feel the love. They should feel that they are understood. And then what happens is your heart expands. You are there to listen to and understand anybody who is coming to you and talking to you about their stuff. Values determine our destiny. And to take charge of them, we must discover what our current values are. We need to rank them. We have to decide consciously what values we want to live by. I gave your example the other day, Madhulika, and I have actually I was talking to my mom also about how you shared that. Your highest value that you live by is no complaint, no criticism, and no cribbing and
don't
crying.
condemn. Don't
Condemn.
condemn.
So cribbing, nahi, I
Hmm.
remembered criticism and this thing.
Complain.
Complaints. Because the other day we were talking about, उसने ये कर दिया, उसने ये कर दिया, ऐसे थोड़ी ना होता है. And I was like, मम्मी आपको एक बात बताती हूँ. I have somebody who comes in the book reading club and she made this her highest value. She lived by it and she realized it the day she had to travel like this, And then my mom was like thinking about it. And then towards the end of the call, she said, Ki, what Madhulika was saying was good. And I think we should also live by it. And another day, she started complaining again. And then she's like, but I think we should not be complaining about it. We should surrender. जो है ठीक है बढ़िया है देखा जाएगा. And she was truly inspired by what you shared in the book reading club the other day, and she was like, this is something that we should also live by. तो यस, हमको चूज करना है कि हमारे को व्हाट डू वी वांट टू लिव बाय. क्योंकि हो सकता है ना कि मैं सक्सेस के चक्कर में समथिंग मोर इम्पोर्टेंट टू मी आई एम मिसिंग आउट. हो सकता है ना कि मेरे को सक्सेस से ज्यादा अच्छा लगता है कि लोग मुझसे प्यार करें, मैं लोगों से प्यार करूं, मैं उनकी बात सुनूं, वो मेरी बात सुने. हो सकता है, or maybe, and what I need to do is then I make the definition of success such that brings that
Exactly.
value in.
Right.
For me, then success will not be पैसे है, ये है, वो है. Normally speaking, what the problem is कि हम लोगों के पास जो चीज होती है ना, we really don't want it. पैसे है यार, वो हस्बैंड टेक के कर लेगा, मेरे पास नहीं भी आ रहे तो इट्स ओके, आई एम नॉट अर्निंग ब्रेड एंड बटर फॉर माय फैमिली.
But
तो
I want to earn that for myself. Seriously.
हम्म.
I want to do that. At this, see, me, my friend, we all are the ones who are building our first. We have, we had our family. We took care of our children. Now our children are settled. Now we are building our career. We all are in this stage. We all are hustle, bustle. कोई पॉलिटिक्स में घुसा हुआ है.
हम्म.
So
गुड.
yeah, so we all are like this, and there are people there are mothers who say that, या भाई यार ये सही है. I mean, this is good क्योंकि हमने अपना करियर पहले बनाया, फिर शादी की, बच्चे किए, बच्चों को पालने के लिए करियर छोड़ दिया, अब बच्चे जा रहे हैं तो अब हम दुखी हैं.
हाँ.
और
I
हमने
also
बच्चे
feel
जब
so I also feel so grateful in that sense, Madhulika, because when my eldest daughter was in 11th standard or 12th standard, I started studying. And she used
हाँ
to, I told you the other day, right, कि वो मैं जब उसके सामने बैठ के पढ़ रही होती थी, कोई कोई सेशन अटेंड कर रही होती थी, तो she used to feel मुझसे ज्यादा तो आप पढ़ रहे हो, आपको देख देख के मुझे भी पढ़ना पड़ता है कि मैं 12th में हूँ, I should be studying. And uh, I think I also had this thing in my mind कि भैया इतने साल तो मैंने बच्चों को ही, बच्चों के आगे पीछे भाग रही थी. पहले इन लॉज थे, हस्बैंड था, उसके बाद बच्चों के आगे पीछे बच्चों को देख रहे हैं. Now, after they will be flying off, or maybe they will get busier in their careers, what am I going to do? Let me start building myself beforehand. जब वो जा रहे हैं उससे पहले ही अपने आप को build कर लो, so that I am not lacking anywhere. I am not feeling the vacuum of them
vacuum.
leaving,
Yes. Of
right?
being left out, of being, not the movies that we watch nowadays कि माँ फोन कर करके मर गई है और आए नहीं है बच्चे. I don't want that.
Exactly, exactly.
Me-
कि मैं भी अपनी लाइफ में इतनी बिजी हूँ. I also have a schedule that not only I am asking my kids कि तुम लोग इस टाइम पे फ्री हो गए, मैं आ जाऊँ. My kids should also be asking me कि हाँ मम्मी, which is the day when you have no sessions and we can come and stay with you. और मे बी
Exactly.
कि अच्छा ठीक है आपको इस टाइम पे होता है, ओके दिस इज द प्लान दैट वी आर गोइंग टू एग्जीक्यूट. तो इट शुड बी अ टू वे ट्रैफिक ऑल द टाइम. तो दैट विद दैट इन माय माइंड आई स्टार्टेड ऑफ विद दिस.
See,
एंड
like people attract, like-minded.
so let me create something truly transformational on this value system.
See,
I'll
isn't it
go
the
through the
same thing? Isn't it the same thing that was there last night in the book,
uh, almost, yes.
right? So you can
वो it is always correlating, it is always correlating.
Yes, so you can always create a program जिसमें आप सबको बुला लो and build put some good exercise, games, activity, put something like that जिससे कि सब involved रहें उसमें.
इन दोनों बुक्स की टीचिंग्स के थ्रू लेट्स बिल्ड अ प्रोग्राम दैट इज ऑन वैल्यूज. इट माइट टेक, मतलब आई डोंट नो, लेट मी सी व्हाट कैन आई मेक फ्रॉम बोथ ऑफ दीज. इनफैक्ट इससे पहले जो हमने पढ़ी थी ना गौर गोपाल दास की, दैट वाज आल्सो वैल्यूज ना. जो व्हील ऑफ लाइफ है वो वैल्यूज ही तो है कि कौन सा कहाँ पे चल रहा है,
Right,
अंडरस्टैंडिंग द डायनेमिक्स ऑफ योर हाउस, ऑफ
right,
योर लाइफ.
life, right.
चलो इसके बारे में काम करते हैं. वी विल वर्क ऑन दिस. आई वुड लव फॉर यू इन एनी केस, जब तक वो प्रोग्राम बनता है, बिकॉज इट टेक्स टाइम.
हम्म.
ब्यूटिफुल थिंग्स टेक टाइम टू कुक. अच्छी डिशेस, कढ़ी बनने में कितनी देर लगती है ना. आज मैंने कढ़ी बनाई
हम्म.
है तो इट टुक सो मेनी आवर्स टू गेट कुक्ड. तो I'll not take that long anyway. But yes, sit with yourself and सोचो इसके बारे में. दिस इज समथिंग दैट वी शुड बी रिफ्लेक्टिंग. मतलब अगर ये हमारा क्लियर नहीं होता है थ्रू दिस बुक, एटलीस्ट दिस, तो
Hmm.
इतने सारे महीने वेस्ट हैं।
Right.
तो
It's a powerful book. Every chapter, they are so interlinked, they are so beautifully weaved. मुझे लगता है यही है डेट विद डेस्टिनी।
हाँ
ये
हाँ,
इंटायर प्रोग्राम ही है अवेकन द जाइंट, यही है उसकी डेट विद डेस्टिनी में, उसने यही कराना
यस,
है
he
ना?
is going to, but he said ना, he mentioned that कि I cannot give you all the tools and techniques that we do in the date with destiny.
चैट जीपीटी से पूछो।
हाँ, I'll do that. I'll sit and do all the research work.
यस।
So let's do that and see you tomorrow. कल Friday है, कल भी है book reading club. Take care of yourself. God bless you and lots of love. Bye.